Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I am Christopher with Plan Your Truth and I am really excited for this video. We are taking a look at some brand new products from a new company. It is sort of from the Happy Planner brand, but it is brand new, I don't even think right now you're gonna find this on the Happy Planner website. Brand new, very professional planner. It's very neutral. It's perfect for, well, we're gonna get into all of that, kind of what I plan to use it for. And so today I have two planners and some accessory packs to show you. I have been so excited to share these products with you because this is my dream planner. Like, I'm gonna set this up as my dream planner. Let me get you zoomed in here so we can look at all of the goodness. There are two sizes and I don't have all of the products. There's other colors of covers, there's twin loops, there's other products as well. But this is the one I'm the most excited about. So we're gonna start by flipping through this. So let me take this off so we can just look at the cover here. So this is the name of this company or planner that we're starting here. It is called Citrine. It is available at Office Depot and Office Max. I'm working on getting a link right now, so if I can get a link for you, I will include that down below. Otherwise, you'll find it in store. But I'm so excited because it is it is a more deluxe, luxurious planner. So we have plastic discs, but they are in between a mini and a classic size. So here is a classic size disc, if you can see. It's hard to really tell. So it's smaller than a classic size disc. If you can tell, like when I put it down on the ground, it's like a ½ an inch shorter than a classic size disc, but it's also smaller. Let me see if I have a mini disc right here to show you. It is also smaller, or a mini disc is smaller, again, by about a ½ an inch. So it's like in between those two sizes. So we have a new disc size, and the mini is a ½ letter / A5 size. I'm so excited. This is my dream size planner for business and on the go and all of the things. So the covers that I have to show for you are black, and they are this beautiful material. It's definitely deluxe, giving like fake leather kind of suede vibes. We have 2026 on the cover here. Some of them have bows, there's different covers. So this is just the one that I have to show for you, but it's my favorite because it's super neutral. And then we have this wraparound and snap here. And it's gold. So this is gonna keep the planner all together and closed when you're taking it on the go. I will probably switch mine out though for metal discs. So I'll have to choose, I don't know, I'll have to find a good size disc, but there's no hearts on these. So if you're fine with plastic, this is great for you. It's all ready to go. Okay. So let's start getting in. On the inside cover here, we have a pocket, and it's very good quality. We have a little baby pocket and then a bigger one here. This I want to make this cute. Like maybe do some paper clips, some journaling cards, things like that. This is a brand new layout and setup. So I'm really gonna take my time going through this. So at the front here, we have a sticker sheet with some functional things in gold foil in this particular planner. And then we get into our name page. I guess I should mention too, on this band, we do also have a pen loop. So we'll look at that when we're done. But for right now, I wanna just tuck this away so it doesn't get in our way. Okay, so we have our name page. This planner belongs to, you can put your name on there. Here is our year at a glance. You have 2026 and 2027 on here. And it's a little bit of a different layout than we see in a Happy Planner. It looks a little bit different, a little bit more standardized, professional. These are Monday starts for these calendars. And we have some note pages or some notes on the side. We have 2026 holidays and dates, so if you want to put those in your planner. And then we have some bonus monthlies here for October. I know that's almost over now, but October, November, and December. So that if you get this planner early, you can kind of start using it a little bit before 2026 begins. So these are what the monthly layout looks like though. It's a month on one page, so it is much smaller. And then at the bottom, we have a couple lines for notes, any of the holidays that are happening, and then you have the next 2 months in the calendar. So like here for November, you would have December and January. Here for December, you have January, February. This is also a Monday start. All right, so these are our intro pages. So we have a section here for annual goals. There's 6 on this spread. You have a spot to write out the goal, quarterly milestones that you would want to hit, action items that you would want to take throughout the year. And then you have a page here for quarterly priorities and projects. And my guess, is this gonna be, are we gonna get that page every quarter is kind of my question. Let's see if we get it before April. Yes, you do. So you get this spread every quarter, it looks like. So here we have it to prepare for January, February, and March. And I do a lot of quarterly goal planning, so I'm excited about this. So this is for annual. This is for quarterly. We can kind of break down, and there's a spot for 6 projects here, and then your action items. Or I'm sorry, 5 projects, and then this section is just for priorities. Here we have a quarterly to-do list that is urgent, to schedule, low priority, and follow up. Or you could use this whenever. It doesn't have to be quarterly. Okay, here's what our standard month looks like. So we have our January monthly calendar. Again, it's that month on one page. Saturday and Sunday are shaded. A little bit of like lines down here, the holidays down here, and then we have the next 2 months. So February and March in tiny calendar format. If you don't need that, you could easily cover that up with a box or something. Here's something that's very unique about this planner. It comes with, instead of tabs on the side, tabs are at the top, and they're designed to move with you. They don't have to, but they can move with you from week to week. So let me show you what I mean. So how it comes is that it's on the monthly page. So if you're flipping through the future and you want to find, you know, September's monthly calendar, you would flip to September's tab. We have a spot for 3 goals and priorities for the month, a monthly to-do list, habit tracker. So you have spots to write 3 habits on here that you would track daily. And then on the back is just a notes sheet. You also have a full note sheet on this right-hand side. So I'm gonna pull this out for a second. So this is kind of what your normal monthly layout looks like. The monthly and then a note sheet. And then this, you can move from week to week. So this is what our weekly layout looks like. It is like the Simply layout, if you remember that. It's basically the dashboard on one side without the note page. So it's just dashboard, 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 dashboard. So it is a Monday start. And on the left-hand spread, so each week is a little bit different. The left-hand week, you do have the next 2 months in little calendar format. I will cover that up. I will find a box that can cover this up so that I can use this as like a weekly note section. But we have all of the days have, let's see, let me count on the mini. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lines, and then a bonus 7th here, like up next to the day of the week. On the right-hand side, it's the exact same, but there is this is just a note section instead of having the calendar. So this is my preferred, so I will probably do a box or something to cover that up. But I know some people really like having that so they can kind of look ahead and highlight things as needed. But then coming back to this can now, if you want, it doesn't have to, you can now move this from week to week. So now this tab will flip you to the current week that you're on, and it will carry over, like the stuff that you put on here can carry over from week to week. Your notes, your to-do list, and then obviously your habit trackers. So I like this because you can kind of make a to-do list for the month, and instead of rewriting it on each week as you procrastinate it, it can be right here, and you can just carry it with you from week to week. So I love that. I think that this can be a really nice system. Okay. Let's keep going. So we have all of the weeks. When your week ends on the left for that month, you get one notes page here on the right to end your week. Or to end your month, if that makes sense. I want to see, because some months your week will end here, so I want to see if this is a note spread or if you go right into the next month. So this is January into February. Same thing, monthly calendar on one page. You have the notes, the calendars, this little tab, note sheet, and then we go into February. Okay, so here is one where February ends on the right, and you have a full notes page. So at the very minimum, you have one note page at the end of every month. Some months you'll have two. Does that make sense? Because coming back to January, you had the last week here, but then you still had a notes page, but here you have two notes pages. Okay. I know I'm getting into the nitty-gritty, but I'm so excited about this planner. Okay, now it's going to be exactly the same, so we can skip the other months. There's no tabs in here to show you. It is just neutral. And if you're thinking this is not enough space for you, well, don't worry, because there's a bigger size planner that we'll look at, but then there's also accessories that we're going to look at that you can add to the planner. So like I said, every quarter, so at the end of March, you have your normal notes page, but then you also have this spread to now set quarterly priorities and projects for the upcoming quarter. And then you have that to-do list section again. So you'll have that at the end of March, at the end of June, at the end of September. And then we'll see. I don't know if you'll have it at the end of December. Let's take a look. But all of that is exactly the same. You have some quotes throughout, and they change from week to week. So this is the end of December now. No, so no quarterly review because that'll be in your next planner. But in this one, you have an extra notes page and then a year in review. So wins, opportunities, and then for the year ahead, you have a little bit of spot to brainstorm goals and key dates for the year ahead. And then it ends with the time zone map of the US. Again, this is the back cover, still that beautiful material, no pocket on this one, but you have that pen loop and this piece that connects to it. On the back, it says Citrine down here, the name of this brand or planner that we're playing around with. So we have this exact same planner this is what we know as the classic Happy Planner size. It is the same. Here's my classic Happy Planner to show you comparison. They are the same size. But we have, again, this is going to be identical. Are we just going to rip you? I guess so. So this will be identical to the mini. We have, I have one of these. Please hold. But you still have the beautiful deluxe cover. You have the pockets. They're just larger because we are now in a larger size. You still have a full sheet of stickers, but they're bigger size and you get more of them. And all of this is going to be the same, but it's in a classic Happy Planner size. So for size purposes, this is definitely like more room. You know, these boxes are a lot bigger. There's more room to write in here. Should also note that because the tabs only go to halfway through, you may notice if you write in the planner that this side, like just this tiny section over here, it dips down because there's not as many pages. You know, like all of these half sheets are beefing this part up, but this down. So if you're somebody that writes in the planner, maybe keep that in mind. But anyway, this is all the same. You get the bonus months, your annual goals, quarterly stuff, monthly, this tab that you can move from week to week. Or if that really bothers you and you don't need this, I mean, you could take these out and just add in like Happy Planner dividers, because especially with this one, accessories from the classic Happy Planner will fit in here. So you can kind of Franken plan your perfect setup. But all of this is identical. So I'm not going to show anything else in here. If you're more interested in this planner, it's the same exact thing. I just did a detailed flip through of this one, but it is more space, obviously, to do the writing. More lines, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, there's an extra line here as well. And I think they're just a little bit, are they thicker? No, they look the same thickness. You just get an extra line and then more space this way. So that is the Citrine planner. I think this is perfect. Specifically, this A5 half letter size is perfect for my business planner. That is what I'm planning to do with this. All things my business, social media, travel agent planning. I think this is a really great system. I need to figure out though, because I don't know if this is enough for daily to-dos, but maybe with this like monthly checklist and maybe I add in some accessories, which speaking of, let's look at those accessories. So again, we have the same exact setup here for the small size and the classic size. Let's look closely at the classic size because that again is the one that I will be setting up and I'm so excited about. So we have this box. It is called Essentials Accessory Pack, and it talks about the things that are included, but we're gonna take a closer look. All right, so it comes with a pen strap. So the planner already has a pen loop, but you could use this and put it over the whole planner if you wanted extra like coverage here. You could put it over just some of the pages or just the front cover. There's different ways people use that. But we have an extra pen loop if you wanted maybe to also put in like a pen. Let's see if 2 would fit in here. A pen and maybe a highlighter. That would. So you could do a pen and a highlighter, or maybe 2 highlighters in here and then a pen here. That's actually, I use 2 highlighters for my social media planning. So that's probably exactly what I'll do, because I like to color coordinate my different brands. So anyway, so it comes with pen loop. We do have a sticker sheet here with that gold foil, similar to some of the ones we saw at the front of the planner. We also have extra monthly tabs, but nowhere on here does it say monthly. So if you had a week where you had a lot of extra to-dos, let me see how many there are. Are there 6? Yeah, so you would have enough in theory to do 6 bonus weeks or 6 busy months that you want an extra to-do list. The front is the checklist. The back is just notes. Or really 12 weeks. You could have this be the, like, for example, this is how I would maybe want to use it if I have 2 busy weeks back to back. You pop this in for the weekly. This is now your December 29th through January 4th. But then you also have this. And then if you flip the page, this is now your January 5th through the 11th, the back side of this. That's probably how I would use this. And honestly, you could add in other things even that aren't these specifically. For example, this comes with a ton of notes pages, 40 to be exact. So there are enough in here that you could put in between every week. So if you wanted extra room, you pop this in, okay? This is now this is, I think, what I'm gonna do. This will be my weekly on the left-hand side for daily to-dos, but then anything that's just for the whole week brain dump, I'll put on this side. And then the back side will match up with this week. That's probably what I would use this for. I think I could probably only do 6 months. I would have to take out half of the planner and just do 6 months at a time. But I think that is perfect for me. So that, or if you don't need extra room, if this is enough room for your weeklies, which for most people it probably is, you could just put a section of this note paper at the back for some extra to-dos or notes or things like that. I probably will also have a note section at the back of mine just to kind of take notes during meetings or things like that. Okay, let's see what we have next. Ooh, this is good quality. This is an envelope. So you could put this in the planner as an extra envelope to put things like cash or credit cards if you were using this as a wallet, or receipts, or you could do some sticker sheets or things that you need to take with you on the go. So that's really fun. And in the classic size, we're gonna see a bigger envelope. So I love that. We do, if you're somebody that really likes side tabs though, don't you worry, because we have in this, we have 3 side tabs. So you could use this to separate out, like, you know, your monthly, your weekly, your notes section. You could have, if you're Franken planning, you could do, you know, my catch-all, my business, my budget, etc. But if you like side tabs, these are beautiful and clear. Oh, and I'm excited, in the classic set, you can use that. Like, even if you're not buying this planner, we don't really have a happy planner that matches with this size, but the classic we do. So anyway, we also get, let's see what they call this. A plastic page protector is what this one is. So it is, I think, the size of, like, we could fit, yeah, we could fit one of these note sheets in. If you had something half letter that you wanted to have a little bit of extra protection. There we go. Sorry, it's a tight squeeze because it's like really built to be a page protector, but it does fit a half letter size, or in the classic, it'll fit a classic size. So you would slide in something. It doesn't have to be this size. You could also use this as direction. What am I trying to say? Decoration. I think that's probably how I would use this, like maybe a vision board or something like that, because I don't think it looks good with the monthly tabs, but you could cut a piece of paper and have it in here just for extra protection of some sort of vision board, or maybe photos, like memory keeping stuff for the year, for the quarter, or whatever. So that's like a nice addition. I do want to point out though, just because my friend already has kind of set up her planner, she did mention that this will stick out a little bit. So it is a little bit wider than the planner because it has to have room for the half letter size, but then also to punch it on the discs. So it still can absolutely work. It just will stick out a little bit. So just keep that in mind if that bothers you. Want to be honest and show all of the things. I think you could still make this work though, if you were interested in using it. Okay, so that is the classic, or the small, I should say, Essentials accessory pack. We do have the same exact thing in a classic size. So I won't look at it in detail because it's literally the same exact things, but I will at least flip through the items quickly so you can see them in their larger size. All right, so pen loop, I think that is gonna be, is it the same size? Yeah, the pen loop is identical, but it'll still fit on the classic size. We have sticker sheets. We have those to-do lists, which I think we still have 6 of those. To-do list, notes, 40 note sheets. This is awesome. I'm so happy. These are so clean and neutral. And all of this will fit in a classic happy planner. So even if you're not interested in the Citrine planner, you can Franken plan all of these items into your happy planner. We have a nice clear envelope. We have those 3 side tab dividers. This I'm excited about, like honestly, for my classic happy planner, because they're just clear and beautiful and neutral. And then same thing here with the page protector. I think it will also, yeah, it basically sticks out even a little bit past the tabs there. But that could almost be treated as another tab to flip to that section. So, okay, what are we thinking? I am really excited to set this up. I really want to set it up now, but it's really a 2026 planner. So I will have a whole planner lineup for 2026 coming in the next like month and a half. But this, I'm already telling you, we're gonna set this up as like a business planner and add some of the accessories and things. You know, with this strap, you need to be a little bit careful about how much you add to it. Let's see, I wanna add this pen just to make sure that the strap still closes if you had a pen in here. This isn't like a thick pen, but it's also not a thin pen. But I wanna make sure that this will still close. Oh, yes, it absolutely will. So you have room for a pen there, even with it snapped, and it'll kind of keep everything intact. So, okay, what do you guys think? I'm excited because it's just neutral. I love the cover. I like these monthly tabs that you can kind of carry with you. So I'm excited to see how people use this. Okay, anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Like I said, if I have a link for it on Office Depot, Office Max, I will link that down below. Otherwise, you can find these in store in your local Office Depot or Max. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, please hit that thumbs up button. If you want to see future videos, you can hit that subscribe button. And remember to plan your truth so that you can live your truth. Thanks so much.